My friends, it's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I am out on a unplanned solo backpacking trip right now in Great Basin National Park. This was not the plan for this time that I have to be out on a trip. I'm actually supposed to be on day 3 or 4 right now of my 5-day Sierra backpacking trip. But as you saw in a previous video, that trip was cut short. But here we are, out solo, taking advantage of the time that I have to check off a route that I have wanted to do for a very long time. And the nature of this route involves it being best done as an overnight trip and not a full weekend. So that's what we're doing. So enjoy it with me. We're gonna just enjoy the time alone and solo before I head home back to my wife and kids. So thanks for hanging out. Now, Great Basin happens to be one of my favorite national parks, and it's a unique place because it's super remote. It's far removed from any big population centers. The closest town is the town of Ely, but I mean, you also have Baker, which is really, really tiny, but there's so much to do in this park. And this will be my first time doing a backcountry trip versus every other time I've spent time in the park. It's been car camping as a family with my wife and my kids. And we like to come out here in the fall because the fall colors are amazing, but you have huge, tall peaks. The second tallest peak in Nevada, Wheeler Peak, is here within the park. It's just below Boundary Peak, and I believe over 13,000 feet. So it's a big mountain. And the mountains all surrounding it are big. We'll see that when we get up here because I'm going to be camping at Baker Lake, which is at the base of Baker Peak. And man, you have like bristlecone pine forests. And check out my friend Steven from My Life Outdoors, his video that he did recently about the bristlecones here in Great Basin. Really fascinating stuff. And then you have a whole cave system with Lehman Caves. So if you're coming through this area, stopping at Great Basin is a must because it is just a really cool park and very, very, very low visitation. So I'm stoked. I am just happy to be able to do this and spend one more night out before I go back to the family. I'll tell you what, this trail is just stunning. It is so beautiful. And I've had it all to myself. And I'm glad that as I was sitting in my hotel room, laying on the bed last night thinking, what am I gonna do? So what did I do? I opened up my ONX Backcountry app and just started looking at options. And once I settled on, makes the most sense to do Great Basin, I started planning my route here for this Baker Johnson loop. And the fortunate thing is a lot of these trails that are so established are available in ONX already. You've got the Discover tab, you've got the information of elevation profile, the 3D imaging, and it's just fantastic. So pretty quickly I was able to put together the route, figure out which direction I wanted to go, and all in one place. ONX is awesome. I love that app. I love how it makes navigation so easy, and it is absolutely worth the small investment, in my opinion, for just a better backcountry experience. I've talked about ONX a lot. They're a huge support of the channel, and if you haven't tried them yet, check them out because it is such a good tool for the backcountry. So I've got a QR code here on the screen, link down in the description for you to save some money on ONX Backcountry. I want to thank them for sponsoring this video and helping a trip like this be a reality. So getting winded at over 9,000 feet now, and I've done 2.5 miles and 1,200 feet of elevation gain. So another 1,300 feet to go. Let's do this. Oh, cool. What a view. Getting up high, seeing the peaks poke out. Ah, that's fantastic. So I think I'm about a mile or just under a mile from the lake at this point. Another 300 feet of elevation to go, which is not bad, just working up some switchbacks. But I've crossed over 10,000 feet and I'm in just one of my favorite zones in a mountain, just that like alpine, subalpine area where not quite like out of tree line, but things are just like different. The plant life is different, it feels different, the air is thinner, and it just has a cool feel to it. I love it. And it's particularly interesting here in this park because like it changes pretty dramatically in a short period of time. It's just beautiful. I love getting up into the higher elevation and experiencing areas like this. It's really, really neat. Oh, it feels so isolated up here. But I wonder if I'm going to be sharing the lake with anybody else. There were a few cars in the parking lot, but it's hard to know who was day hiking, who was overnight permits. So we'll see. Maybe I get it to myself, maybe I don't. But I'm like just looking forward to seeing the lake and getting set up and enjoying a quiet night. I might have some cloud cover though, so maybe not going to benefit from the dark sky, but we'll see. Oh, sweet. We have made it to the lake and just surrounded by this cool big cirque, big wall of rock. Oh, it's so beautiful. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful alpine lake. Well, I looked around to see what campsite options there were, and I think this is as good as it's going to get. I do have it all to myself as well, which I love that. So let's get this pack off and get camp set up, and then I'll walk through what some of the gear is that I've got and all of that. So stop my track here and enjoy a nice evening. Okay, we got the tent set up here. I'm in the Rainbow Lithium from Tarp Tent. It's just very quickly becoming one of my favorite tents. Got the tents are all season, and then my Franken pillow that is the UGQ Quillo case, and the inners of the Zenbivy soft top pillow. And then my quilt here is the Katabatic Sawatch 15-degree quilt, which I think tonight is going to be nice to have that like 15-degree comfort rating. And this will be my second night of sleeping in this quilt. First night was nice, aside from the fact it was sucking down smoke all night. So I just went and grabbed some water, sat down, looked at my watch, and realized it's 6 o'clock. I'm hungry. And it makes sense why I'm hungry, because I think that's 6 o'clock Pacific time, which means 7 o'clock Mountain time, which means it's past dinner time. I need to get some calories in me. But I do want to take a second and talk about this Coros Nomad Adventure watch. Now, Coros did send me this watch. I did agree to talk about it here on camera, and so we're going to take a minute and we're going to do that. This is a watch that is starting to really impress me. Now, I have been wearing the Apex 2 Pro from Coros for several months at this point, and I love that watch. This has some additional really cool features to it that I'm stoked about. Way more activities than I have seen on a watch before, including new fishing activities. So I could be out here at the lake fishing from the shore and select that as my activity, and it has all of the things in place for that. Or if I'm out on a boat, then I have that activity to choose from as well. The ability to track and all of the information that it provides, also amazing. And the battery life is the biggest selling point for me with this watch. Aside from the fact that it's really affordable, $349 for everything that you get from this it's impressive. But the battery life, let me talk about that for a second. I have done 2 tracks on this that equal probably 12 hours, 13 hours of tracking time, and it's been five days since I charged this, and we're at 69%. That's impressive. To track for all of that time, have the GPS running, and get the information of my heart rate, elevation, what my distance is, all of that stuff that I want, so that I have record of it, and it still have that much battery life is fantastic. But there's other cool things about the watch that I'm enjoying. The ability for me to do voice pins on a waypoint. So as I am tracking a route, I hit this button here on the side, and then I select voice pin. This has a microphone attached to it. Then I'm able to record information about that point of interest, what that waypoint is, a water source, a mountain pass, a campsite, whatever it is. I can record a voice memo essentially, but pin it to that specific location, and then it will sync to the Coros app. Last water source before the car. That's cool. I just like fun things that make a watch a bit more usable and have some variety and flexibility to it. It's also super comfortable, and I think it's rad that I get to try a fun watch like this and then share it with you guys. But yeah, Coros did send this to me. They did ask for me to talk about it, and so that's what we're doing. But there you go. That's the Coros Nomad. Got a link down in the description if you want to check it out. But thanks to Coros for letting me check this out, use it, and share it with you guys. So let's get dinner going because I'm hungry. And tonight's menu is the Loco Moco brunch skillet from Trail Goods Co. Now, obviously, this is not the bag that it came in. I repackaged this because I repackaged everything to fit into a bear canister. This place is just quiet. It's beautiful. I'm talking too much, so all the animal life has gone away. So I need to just relax and enjoy. It's just when you're solo, you start being weird. I think I'm at that point. Well, good morning to you. Time to get some breakfast going, and then we're gonna head on out of here. And I'm gonna head home. Go see my wife. See my awesome kids. But we're gonna have some peach passion smoothie from Pack Gourmet this morning. And then make our way up over the pass, down over to Johnson Lake. and back to the car. Make a nice 12-mile loop out of this overnight. Last night was like crazy hot. I was way overheating and about stripped down to my underwear, but it just kind of pulled the quilt off of me. And now I'm starting to think maybe the 15-degree Katabatic was the wrong choice and I should have got the 22-degree to just be a little bit more flexible, because the time that I've used it so far, it's been just way too hot. It maybe only got down to like 45 degrees last night at the coldest, I think. I don't have my thermometer, so I don't actually know. It's a beautiful morning. Just beautiful. All right, making the way up to the base of the pass here. This is really neat. It's not too daunting to look at. It's like a nice gradual climb to get up there. It reminds me a little bit of the High Uintas Pass. And looking forward to what's down on the other side. And the big question is, do I go summit Pyramid Peak? Can't decide. Pretty anxious to get home and see the family. Been gone since Saturday, and it is currently Wednesday. So I think I'm in the mode of get to the car and get home. But we'll see what it looks like when I get up there, and if it doesn't look too bad, maybe I'll consider it. Oh, wow. Coming up over a pass is always so gratifying to see what view you get on the other side. Oh, man. Oh, gorgeous. Just awesome. So that's Pyramid Peak, and as much as I want to go up there, I don't think I have it in me to climb all the way up that, as well as there's just enough like storm cloud in the sky that I don't want to be the tallest thing on that mountain. So as I'm solo, gonna play it safe. But man, look at the views. Sometimes it's funny to me to just be out here hiking around, talking to a camera, and like talking to you watching. And as I think about that, I really just want to say thank you for being part of my channel, for following along and supporting and everything that I'm doing. I've said that a lot recently, but I am in a spot in life where I'm just really grateful for the opportunities that I have and what I've been able to do over the last 2 years of being full-time on YouTube and launching my soft goods business, thank you. Like, genuinely, sincerely, thank you for helping a dream be a reality. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, there's the lake. This is just spectacular. So we got Johnson Lake down there. And somewhere up here on this hillside is, I think it's called the Johnson Mine. So there should be like a miner's camp down over here as well that we'll try to go see, and if we can't, also from a distance see where the mine is. But pretty cool. Whew. Made it down the steepest part of the hike, at least I think for now. But this is cool up here in front of me. Old remnants of mining equipment, like an old trolley. Look at that. Just goes up and up and up. Pretty interesting stuff. A way of life that is so far from the way that we live our lives now. Like, what was up there? What were they mining for? Maybe down here by the cabin there's an interpretive sign or something that gives some indication, because I did not read up on the history of that. Let's go check this out. We'll just be careful. That's neat. Given that you have a metal roof, it's got to be a lot more recent than you would think it would be. Another building here. This old can. What a life to live. These are quite large. Big timbers. I really love history and stuff like this. Oh, and don't you know it, there's a sign with some information. Let's go check it out. Mines were in the hard rock faces above 11,000 feet elevation. The foot and mule trails, aerial tramway, and building and platform crushing area perched above the lake were hit by avalanche in the late 1930s. Debris was strewn down the hill around the dam and into the lake, ending the early operation. Later efforts revived the mine, but didn't profit enough to continue. All of the building's trails artifacts are protected historic resources listed in the National Register of Historic Places. They are part of the history of mining in Nevada that relies on hardy individuals and small-scale operations to build the economy. National Park Service repairs and maintains the buildings with assistance from historic preservation specialists. Well, that is pretty cool. That sign didn't say what they were mining for exactly, so I want to read up on that, try to get a little more information. But I do want to apologize if I went into the largest building, which was a bunkhouse cookhouse, and it looked like that storage area was like a rodent-proof pantry. And I apologize if I went inside and I wasn't supposed to, but I was careful, didn't touch anything, only footprints. This is neat. Another big building. This is called Johnson Mill. There's a sign over here. We'll go read about it. Thank you, Park Service. The Johnson Lake Mine Historic District landscape is listed in the National Register of Historic Places. It includes mine workings, a residence area, mill area, foot and mule trails, and haul roads. Alfred Timberline Johnson and Thomas Dearden filed a mining claim at the head of Snake Creek Canyon in 1908. The ore body was rich in tungsten, used to make light bulb filaments. That is awesome. And a hardened steel. Okay, so tungsten mining. Good views right here. Got another 200 feet of climbing to do. And then it's kind of home stretch. I think a mile and a half from there to the car. So I'll show you what the good views are. I think this is Snake Creek Canyon, and there's like some primitive car camping down there. Just endless beauty. My friend David gave me a little bit of information about this route because he did it, I think a month or 6 weeks ago, something like that. And he said, careful, there's a sneaky uphill when you least expect it. Paraphrasing. But he did say sneaky uphill. And he was right. On the home stretch here. Got some switchbacks to go down, and then just a short distance to the car. So with that, my friends, I'm gonna call it quits and just enjoy the rest of the time back to the car, and I'll share any nice views with you if they pop up. But thank you for hanging out with me. This was obviously not the trip that I was planning to do whatsoever. I was supposed to be on day 4. Tomorrow would be the last day of the planned Sierra trip. That, man, it's just so unfortunate that things worked out the way they did. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. I love you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.